It compromises. Hello, fellow couch cats, and welcome back to our Simple MMO tutorial series. Today, we're going to be covering the town section of the tutorial, specifically the market area within the town section. So, let's get right into it. First off, how do you get to the market section? Pretty easy, actually. So all we got to do is move over to the left here and click on town. And what do you know? The market section is right here. Yeah, SimpleMMO is pretty simple, huh? It comprises of 4 different areas. First and foremost, we're going to focus on the player market. Now, let's click on the player market. So what is a player market? Well, it is the area where players could sell their gear to other players. Well, not just any gear. It could be anything, as you can see here. Weapons, armor, items, pets, gauntlets, backgrounds, specials, tools, potions, even trading cards. So it's pretty wild the amount of stuff you could sell. You can pretty much sell everything in this game. And if you don't know what you want, there's always a catch-all where it'll show every item for sale on the player market. But let's say you want a weapon, right? All you gotta do is click on weapon. You could search by the rarity type. You could search by level, stats, or even cost. Cost is a big one, especially if you're trying to knock out one of your tasks, like buy 20 items on the market. I want to buy the cheapest thing. I'm not going to spend money for random stuff that I'm cheap. What can I say? You know what? What can I say? You could also filter down here. You could filter by the item name if you know what it is. Example is wooden stick. You could filter by levels, both minimum and maximum, which is nice when you're trying to find a specific item within your level range. And then you could also look for specific costs, minimums and maximums. Now, my favorite part of this is the custom item piece of the market. So you could actually filter and search for custom items within the market, which I think is phenomenal. I really love this piece because there's a lot of cool different things out there, like the panty dropper, for example. So that is a player market. Now, you might be asking, okay, cool, this is the player market, but how do I actually list something on the market? Well, let me show you. Great question, by the way. You go over here to click to inventory. Now, let's look at something that I own a lot of, right? Because we're going to actually place it on the market. So say I want to sell, copper ore. Let's say I want to sell 5 copper ore because I have over 1,000 of these bad boys. And, crafting doesn't exist right now, right? I'm going to hit the down arrow, and I'm going to click list on market. And we get this pop-up here, okay? So the pop-up's pretty informational, right? It gives you the average price currently of the market within the last 30 days. Gives you the lowest price you'll find this item on the market, and then the actual highest price. Understand that every time someone purchases an item of yours that's on the market, there will be a 3.5% transaction fee where you'll just lose that money. So always make sure you're tracking that and calculate that within your cost estimates, right? So you can list the amount of items of that single item you want to purchase, or sell. It's up to 20 items at a time. It's kind of annoying if I wanted to sell 1,000 of these copper ore. I'd have to keep doing this over and over and over again at the 20 of the max. But let's say I want to sell 3 of the copper ore. Not much, but I kind of want to hold on to it because of Crafting System 2.0 that maybe or may not be coming out. Then you go down here and you list the amount that you want to sell it for. So let's actually say I'm going to do it just slightly under the average price. So we'll do 6,000 gold. Now, this next option here is to place gold in the bank, and that comes with a 2.5% fee. So if you do the math, you're looking at a 6% transaction fee total if you want to put all the gold in your bank instead of the pocket, and that's understandable if you have a high-priced item that you're trying to sell and you don't want to lose gold from if you're not in safe mode and someone PvPs you. So let's actually click on the sell item to list the item. It tells you success or failure, and all you got to do is hit OK. Now, how do I see the items that I've actually put on the market? So we'll go back to the player market. You guys are asking great questions, by the way. You go back to the market and you click on your listings. These are all the listings that you've ever had on the market that are still on the market. As you can see, I have listed the 3 copper ore on the market. At any point, I could remove them just by simply clicking the remove item button. And success. Now I only have 2 copper ore on the market. Now, I think you could see the actual downside to this. if I added 20 of these copper ore at a time, up to 1,000 of these, I have to remove them individually, one by one by one. So that's why you could see that I still have things listed on my market from years ago, because I'm too lazy and I don't want to click through and remove every single piece of there. It's really kind of frustrating. I hope that gets updated. But that's neither here nor there. So now let's move over back to the player market. There's one more aspect I want to show you. Go over to the market history. This is just kind of cool, I guess, if you want. This is where you could see what was bought on the market. I don't know how accurate it is, honestly, because 5 hours ago, cheese was being bought for 100 gold. Cool, that's common, right? But, like, if you go search through, it's like 5 hours, 5 hours, 5 hours, and then 2 days. So I really hope that this is up to date, but at the same time, like, is nobody using the market right now? Like, that's kind of weird. So I don't know. Food for thought. One recommendation I have for the player market, though, is that if you're looking at a high price item, say, let's just go and give an example. Let's go to cost. Let's make it the most costly items. If you're looking for a legendary dagger for 1 billion, highly recommend clicking on it. And you click on it, you could see what it is, where it's at, inspecting it, all this jazz, right? Like, so you could see all this information about this item, so that you could look at the averages, right? Like, why would you spend 1 bill on this item when its average is a little over 7,000? Highly recommend you go through this, look through it, figure out the circulation, and then I would message the player who is listed on the market and negotiate with them, work them down, you know, do a little bargaining with them, and then figure out and purchase from them directly instead of just taking it at cost on the player market. Now, let's focus on the next piece, the item shop. All right, so this is how we get to this one. It's super simple, right? Just click on the item shop. All right, I need some water. That was a long talk. So now we just click on the item shop, right? And you'll see 3 shops here. You have Ron Warris Fruit and Veg Shop, the Mysterious Shop, and Tom's Tools. These 3 are your generic 3 that you'll see across every single location within SimpleMMO. Now, let's just quickly go through these generic 3 real fast. So this one is the fruit and veg, of course, by name. It's all your items that will, for food, that will heal you or give you the mushroom of energy, which is kind of nice, right? Then the Mysterious Shop, this one covers just 2 random armor pieces and 2 weapons. Nothing crazy there. And Tom's Tools is going to sell you tools to a certain rarity for when you want to collect mats. Now, there are 3 different towns out there, and let's actually move to one of these towns that actually have more than just those generic 3. So let's go to SimpleTopia, because that is one of them. And we'll click on the item shop. And you see there are actually 2 more. So SimpleTopia actually has Jack's Starter Shop, which is just a bunch of items that are at the starter level for people who just started the game, who need to learn and need to acquire items for cheap. And you have Soja's Pet Shop, which is just another location for cheap pets for those beginner players. Now, let me look at the list here because I didn't memorize the other 2 towns, but the other 2 towns are Holbeck, which has Casper's Emporium, which, actually, let's just show. Why not? Let's just show this one real quick. So let's move over to Holbeck, and we'll click on the item shop, and you'll see we have Casper's Emporium, and this one is just, again, more weapons and armor. Nothing special. It may help a new beginner player, but that's about it. And then we also have Davenport. It has Casper's Emporium again, and Michael's Beast, which is an upgrade to the pet shop that we saw in SimpleTopia. Nothing too crazy. I mean, honestly, the biggest thing is the mushroom of energy you get from the fruit and veg shop. But I highly recommend, if you're trying to go for an item that is listed on one of these town generic NPC shops, look at this, the price there, and then look at the player market price, and then compare the 2 so you get the cheapest cheapest price for that item. That's pretty much the town shops that are kind of really boring in my opinion. So that's that. Now let's move on to the next topic. Water. Holy moly, my bladder's going to burst. The next section is a diamond market. In case you don't know, diamonds are the premium currency of the game. So what does that mean, premium currency, in case you don't know? you could use real money that you have in real life that you've earned, or your parents' credit card, depending on who you are, and purchase this premium currency in the game. And there's a diamond store that we will cover later on in another tutorial video. There's, different things you could do. But in this case, for diamond market, you could sell them for gold. So how do you sell diamonds to get gold in the game? Well, simple. There's a giant button that says sell diamonds. So click on that. You could see the prices and the values that you get from this, and you enter how many diamonds you want. Say I want 50 diamonds. Hey, that's $8.50 here for USD. And if you purchase more, hey, diamonds will be 15 cents instead of 17. And you just click buy diamonds for the market. I'm not actually going to buy diamonds because I'm not going through that process. But let's go back here. Let's go back to the diamond market. You could also take a look with this giant button and see the market history of the averages of the diamond prices. So it'll give you a 12-month look and then the average in the last 30 days, which is pretty nice. So the average in the last 30 days is 1.3 mil per diamond. Diamonds are expensive. So it's kind of interesting to see where we are in the diamond market. Like, take a look at this one, August 2022. There is a huge spike, and it became over 2 mil per diamond. Right now, it looks like we're heading into a slump, potentially. Most recent was December 2022. Once we hit February, we'll probably see January, see what the prices look like there. So that'll be interesting. But going back, let's look at these items, right? So we could see the averages. I would not be going down here. This is why, like, some of these people have listed these diamonds a year ago, probably because it's 20 mil per diamond, when you could scroll all the way back to the top for the cheapest price, and you could purchase, a mini amount of diamonds you want from Neapolitan for 1.4 mil. So how do you purchase these diamonds with gold? Just click here, and it will show you. All you got to do is type in how many diamonds you want. Say, I want 1 diamond. So that will cost you 1.4 mil gold. You could either spend it from your pocket. If you're in safe mode, you better be in safe mode for that, because that's a lot of gold that you could lose from PvP. Or you could pay a 2.5% fee, and you could purchase it directly from the gold in your bank. I'm not going to buy diamonds. I don't want them. I don't need them. So I'm good there. But that's the diamond market. Pretty self-explanatory. If you can't spend real-world money, you could buy them from gold. So just blast through your quests or whatever it is you do to gain gold, and then purchase the diamonds that way. It's pretty nice for this free-to-play players. Now, let's move on to the very last section. The next section is the bank. This one's pretty self-explanatory. It acts like a bank in real life, right? You have gold in your pocket, which you could lose if you're not in safe mode and someone kills you, another player kills you, so PvP, they take a percentage of your gold, potentially. If you want to keep your gold secure and safe, you put it in your bank. You could either deposit or withdraw at any given point. There's no fees putting the gold back and forth between your pocket and the bank. It's pretty simple, right? You could deposit half of the gold that you currently have on hand. All you gotta do is hit deposit. It's nice. That same goes with withdrawals. So I recommend, if you're not in permanent safe mode, absolutely use your bank to protect your gold so it doesn't get stolen when players go out and kill you, because they will hunt you down if you have a mil just sitting in your pocket. Trust me, I know. I've learned the hard way. But that covers it. That is the market section within the town series of this tutorial. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. If you like this, please like the video and also subscribe to the channel as we continue this tutorial series. So without further ado, we'll see you next time. Have a good one.